Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. So, how is everyone doing? Today's Saturday. Really nice day. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. So yeah, here we are again for some more Voyager dev, okay? So first of all, I want to start by mentioning something that I thought I fixed, but it seems like I didn't fix, which is the stream, like the chat, the on-stream chat, like down here. Yeah, I thought I fixed it. Well, it was not a fix. What I did was basically say, okay, whenever I transition from the intro scene into the main scene, just clear the chat, and that's it. And of course, as you can see, it didn't happen at all. So I'm just going to send the little wave emoji and something disconnected for some reason. Okay, so yeah, that message is basically completely bugged. I'm going to send a test again. Okay, yeah, that's not good actually. Oh man, this is so annoying. This is so freaking annoying. Like, oh man, this automatically puts me in a really bad mood. Automatically, it's so freaking dumb. Why is that message there, like completely bugged? I don't understand. What the hell is happening? Why is that message there? Like, why is it not destroyed? What is happening? Why is that message rendered there? Like, I don't know. I don't know. So I will have to again open the freaking project and we'll have to try to fix it again. So, oh man, it's a really bad way to start a stream. Okay, yeah, let me just close this. Yeah, you're not going to see me for a little bit. So yeah, what I'm going to do here is, like, as you can see here, what I did was say, okay, clear chat. Okay, that's it. I'm clearing the chat. Okay, I'm actually going to try something here. So let me main state. Okay, so chat, set alpha, animate out. Okay, chat, set alpha, set position, set size. State machine. So let me see. Do I have a reference here for the previous state? Yeah, I do have. So I'm going to do something here. So I'm going to do this. Okay, if machine state machine dot prev state equals intro state machine dot intro state. Okay, if we're coming from the intro state, I'm going to clear the chat. Okay, I'm going to build this really quick. Let's see if I can fix this. It should be fast, so let's see. Okay, I just have to build here. Oh man, this is so annoying. It's really weird because it only happens when I'm actually live streaming. Like the chat messages are only getting bugged, like overlapped and stuff, when I'm live streaming. It doesn't happen when I'm testing in the project, because here, if I hit play, like any Unity project where you can actually test your game or your application, whatever, if I go to the Twitch chat and start typing stuff, it will appear here. Of course, I have to, I need to have streamer bot open, but yeah. So let me just close this again. So let me open up the stream overlay. Okay. It should cover the entire thing. So I'm just going to, yeah, let's do this. Okay. Okay. And now should be able to press start. Okay, let's see what happened now. So the message is still there. And what happens if I send another test theme? Yeah, it's still broken. So I don't really know. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I need to not clear the chat and just live with it. I don't know, man. It's so annoying. So freaking annoying, man. Okay, let's try again. I'm going to just revert what I did, and so bad. I never have time to actually like open this project and actually work on it. So yeah, it is what it is. I don't know, man. I'm just going to comment this. Well, not comment it. I'm just going to remove it entirely, and I'm not going to clear the chat. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to Control C. Oh yeah, I just opened it, so it's not going to do anything. I don't know how to deal with this, honestly. I really don't know what to do with this. What is this doing? So remove. Yeah, not this. Remove message. Where am I processing this? So remove message, chat message container. This is destroying. Oh man. Oh no. So this is what I needed to do. So I was being dumb. I was basically being dumb. It seems like. So let's this is the best stream intro ever. So oh my god, man. So here, instead of doing this, I need to do this. This is what I need to do. And actually, I think I need to go through this list the other way around. Oh my god, I pressed, no, I don't know which key I pressed, but it sent me to Narnia in the script. So where was I modifying this? I hate when that happens. Oh man, where was the code I was modifying, bro? Here, okay. Sometimes I press, like, I want to press delete, and I end up pressing end, or like add page or something like that, and it goes like whatever. So okay, that's what I wanted to do. Perfect. And now, okay, that's basically what I wanted to do. Okay, and yeah, let's test now what happens. Let's build again. Okay, and let's try again this freaking chat thing. So it should be fixed now. So yeah, sorry everyone, this is what happens when you try to actually fix something. You end up fixing it like twice, and on top of that you end up fixing it live on stream. So stupid, man. So yeah, okay, let's see what happens now when I build. Let's test again. Yeah, I can just do this and it will look less weird. Yeah. I never tested my actually never tested my audio. Yeah, it's fine. So okay, let's wait for this to build. I also realized I didn't set this to manual, so I have to do this in order for my freaking CPU to not like, yeah, you can already see it's almost 90 degrees. Yeah, it's really bad. So I have to manually open this thing and hit apply so that it saves, like it sets the control mode to manual and it doesn't overheat. I have to like lower the power consumption. So yeah. Okay, it's already done, so let's see what happens now. Okay, so I am in the intro now. I'm going to send a really long message, okay, like that. And I'm going to transition now, okay, to the main state. And there should be no messages. Okay, that's perfect. And now you can see that message. And I will do this now. And that's fixed. Okay, we're back. We are finally back. So, we are finally back, okay? It's fixed now. Sorry about that, everyone. I really hate, like... You hear me? Hello? Hey Lou, how you doing? Hey. Yeah, so it's fixed. So yeah, today it seems like it's not my day at all. I just tried to like move the little audio interface, and I ended up disconnecting the USB from the PC. So for a moment you couldn't hear me. I think everything bugged out. So I was saying, yeah, man, it seems like it's not my day today. It's really bad, but yeah, whatever. I really hate when stuff like this happens, when I have to fix stuff on stream. I really hate that, because the stream is the only time, like the only full time I have for working on the game. So when I have to be like doing other things or fixing other stuff like the overlay or stuff in my PC while I'm streaming, when I'm supposed to be working on Voyager, it really bothers me. So anyways, it's fixed now. It's fixed. So yeah, yay. So let's start now with the stream, okay? So it's good because now the actual stream, like the chat thing, is like the stream element message, which is really long and gets overlapped with the second message. That's not going to be happening anymore. That's really good. So yeah, that's cool. That's great. So yeah, now we can basically start working on Voyager. So let's get into it right now, shall we? So yeah. So what were we doing? Yesterday I was pretty stuck trying to think about the best way to communicating the input to the UI, and then I don't know, so I think I was like overcomplicating myself for no reason. I'm in a prototyping stage and I shouldn't be worrying about that kind of thing right now. And even like I was the one that said like you shouldn't be like worrying about stuff unless you really need to worry about that. And like in terms of coding and structure and systems, that kind of thing. So yeah, I think I was like overcomplicating myself. I was thinking about, is it worth it to have an interface called iInteractable? What's the deal with that? Like, and yeah, it turns out it wasn't like the ideal thing for me to do was to just create an interactable class and then create this so that I can then like define which kind of interaction this interactable is going to have. So I'm going to say interaction input type, so that, for example, there are some interactables that need an interaction with a press. Other kinds of interactables could be interacted with a hold. Others could be with a release. So that's what I'm going to do. So this is going to be press and then hold. I'm not going to add release because I cannot think of context, a situation where I would use the release input to interact with something. If I need it, I will add it, but for now I'm not going to do it because it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I'm just going to say properties. I'm going to say serialized field, interaction input type, and then I have this variable, and I also have this method, okay, interact, which is the same method we were using in the interface, okay. And now this method is virtual basically. So yeah, there was no reason, like the way I was thinking about it, there was no reason to use an interface because I need more data like coming from the interactable itself. So since I need to set this, for example, in the landable zone, which is going to be like inheriting from interactable, then the landable zone is going to say, okay, so the way that the player is going to interact with me is by holding the input. Okay, perfect. So now, you know, that's how we define the interaction type and that kind of thing. So that's perfect, actually. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. and I just created the interactable class. So yeah, I just need for Unity to compile. Okay. So yeah, that's basically what we are going to be doing. Like, one of the things we're going to be doing is that, because in order for the player to start interacting with the interactable, then what will happen is basically just the player in the Starship idle state, in this state, what will happen is I'm going to check for the kind of input. Okay, so it took like 8 months for Unity to compile. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is say, okay, is the player interacting? Okay, yeah, perfect. Now, is there an interactable? Yeah, okay, so first we're going to check. We are going to check. I'm going to go here, systems, interactions, interactable. I'm going to remove that because it's no longer an interface. Okay. Now it's just a regular class, so I just have to wait for it to. Yeah, this doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, sometimes I forget that you cannot see like the top of my screen here where all of the different tabs for the scripts are. But yeah, whatever. So here what I need to do is go into interactable and say, okay, public interaction input type, get interaction input type, and here I'm going to return interaction input type. That's basically it. So now I can go here into Starship idle, and here I'm going to check census. I'm going to store the reference for the interactable, current interactable, and I'm going to say if interactable. Well, actually, I'm going to switch get interaction, what the hell? Get interaction input type. Okay, so that's what I need. So why is that not working? Oh, is this? Yeah, is this because it didn't finish compiling or something? Okay, let's check. So interactable. Okay, oh yeah, I need to say namespace Neptosmic.Voyager. Okay, that's what I needed. So okay, now why is this not being used? Yeah, there's something that's pretty bugged here, so I think I'm just going to comment this, okay, and go back to Unity and let it compile, because it's, I don't know, there's some stuff that's really bugged. So yeah, you just compiled. Okay, perfect. So now are you okay now? No, it seems like it's not okay. So what the hell is happening? Have no idea. The hell? Okay, so I need this, and why is it not being like it's not working at all? So what's happening? Okay, I have no idea what's happening, so I think I'm just going to just restart Unity because I don't know what's happening right now. Like I said, today is not my day. I might not be able to do any progress today because it seems like everything is, I don't know. Oh my god, man. Yeah, I get annoyed really fast. So yeah. Okay, I don't know. Let's wait for this to... I might need to just, I don't know, remove the interactable script and create it again from scratch. Okay. Okay, great. So what's this? This interactable... Hey, Bread Monsters, how's it going? All good here. Well, I'm kind of like having some issues with stuff. The overlay was broken, I had to fix it. And Unity is not working right now. It's like kind of bugged. So yeah, I'm... But yeah, it's all good, all good. How is your day going? So yeah, right now it's okay. So what I need to do here now is this. Okay, now it works. Perfect. It's going pretty good. Thanks. That's great. Amazing. Amazing. It's a really nice Saturday. It's sunny out here. The temperature is really fine, really nice. It's not too cold, not too hot. It's actually perfect. So yeah, it's really good. So what am I trying to do here? So yeah, basically what I'm trying to do here is okay, perfect. So I don't want to be checking this here. I need to basically just do this, interact here. So oh yeah, I do need to be checking the switch actually. So so what I can do, oh yeah. So this is pretty good. What I can do here, since I have this since I have this action class here, which is basically for defining the different types of inputs, I know there's this input, which is basically a boolean that has different booleans for interacted, which is a press, interacting, which is a hold. Okay, this is for holding, and this is for sorry, I gave you my middle finger. This is for release. Okay, so that's pretty good. What I can do is just pass in the action class so that it like, in fact, what I'm seeing here is that I'm repeating a lot of like the structure, so I could create like another class, but right now I'm just going to make it like simpler. So what I need to do here is just say I'm going to store the interactable, and I'm also going to pass here the actual action. So Okay, so here I'm going to receive the entity and also the interaction input. And now, for example, here, so yeah, that's what I need. I need to say input.action. Okay, that's pretty good. So now in landable zone, yeah, so what I need to do in landable zone, the script, I basically need to go under interact. Okay, so this is going to be an override, and I need to say input controller.action input. Okay, interaction input. And here, what I need to do is just check which type of interactable like am I. So landable zone will have a hold type of interaction. So here what I need to do is basically so first of all, this shouldn't be happening here at all. So because this could be being called like every frame, because if I'm holding, I'm interacting every frame. Okay, so what I need to do actually is just say, okay, so I need to cache the lander. Okay, so I'm just going to save that. Well, I should actually just save this in like a list, but for now, I'm going to do this, interacting lander, and I'm going to say interacting lander if the interacting lander is null, I'm going to cache the value. Okay. And after that, if interacting lander is not null, okay, I'm going to go here and switch the interaction input type. Okay. So I'm going to add missing cases. Okay. And well, you know what? I don't need to be checking because I already know which kind of thing is, because landable zone is going to be a whole type of input. So in this case, I'm going to be invoking this, okay, all the time. And then in under landing system, yeah, I'm basically also just doing the get component, and that's not really good. So why am I doing this? Yeah, so if id.is astronaut, yeah, I think I guess it's fine for now. So I could do the same thing. So lander controller, landable zone, interact. Yeah, you know what? I think the problem with this is that here I need the entity directly, and here, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I need a new type of event. So on lander, yeah, this should be called on lander event. Okay, so here, instead of doing this like that way, I should create a new like this. Okay, And then from here, on lander started landing. So in reality, this is not what's the real kind of, well, so yeah, there's like two different moments. So there's two different interaction types. One is when the player starts pressing the land input, and it should be held for like 1 second or something. And after it finishes loading, then it starts landing. So there's two different moments. Now, where should I be like making the difference on that? So I think here what I need is what I need here is to say interacting lander, blah blah blah. So here I'm actually receiving the entity, so I don't need to be caching anything. I just need to go here and run the event and say entity. Okay, that's basically it. That's basically what I need. So so that's great. And now here, instead of receiving lander controller, I'm going to receive an entity. Okay, it's going to be entity. And here, I just need to check if the entity is the astronaut. Here, I'm not going to be doing any more get components or whatever. Here, I just need to check if the entity is the astronaut. That's it. So yeah, I'm going to improve all of this later at some point, but for now, this is just fine. I don't need to be worrying about this at this point. The only thing I need to do here is here, instead of saying on lander started landing, I'm going to say on lander interacting. Okay, so on lander interacting, so this is basically, well, I guess started landing. I guess the name is fine. Yeah. No, I'm just going to leave it like that. On lander interacting, so I know that the lander is interacting with it, with the landable zone. Not only is the lander inside the landable zone, it's also interacting. So that's what I need to check. And then here, if the lander is the astronaut, then I should be doing something with the Planetary System UI, which is basically just add the little loading thing in the like input indicator. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So yeah, okay, so you know how we have this little thing where it says the planet name, but we also have this, is not this, input guide. Okay, I've returned, I got in my cheeseburger with ham. Wow, that sounds really, really yummy. Enjoy your burger. Cheeseburger with ham. That sounds really, really good. I actually had my cheeseburger earlier. No problem. So yeah, I actually like having a cheeseburger like on the weekend. Like usually on Saturday I buy like a cheeseburger from, I don't know, McDonald's or Burger King or something like that. It's really good. So what I need to do now is just grab this charge thing and do this. That's all I need to do. This loading thingy, so that the player knows that it's holding and it's doing actually something. So that's actually what I need to do. That's it. So I want to do that, and also just lower this by 1 pixel like this, so that it feels like it's being pressed. Okay, so yeah, that's perfect. Now, how am I going to do that? Well, it should be really simple. I should be able to go here and say public void start land hold input. Okay, or maybe just land hold input. Okay, so well, maybe, yeah, I should call it like start land hold input, or no, maybe I just pass in like a variable, like a boolean, like true or false. So here I'm just going to differentiate, and in this case I'm going to have another twin ID. So this is going to be land hold input twin ID. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is say neptwin.cancel, and I'm going to cancel this so that it doesn't like override the twin and blah blah blah. And then here when I press on, I'm going to move the position of the well, I'm trying to think of something. So well, no, this is, I shouldn't be using any twin, because this is going to be called every frame. So I'm not going to be using any twin or whatever, because this is going to, like I said, it's going to be called every frame. So all I need to do is just say, like, what's the name of this variable is land input in img, and the other one is land charge. So land input img, the anchor position equals new vector 2 is going to be land input img dot anchor position dot x, and in this case it's going to be -3. Okay, so what I should do in fact is just move this to the bottom and just say float land input y, and it's going to be -2. But here I'm going to say land input equals -3. Okay, because it's like 1 pixel lower, so that's pretty good. And the other thing I need to do is just say, okay, so I'm going to store, well, I need to have a new variable for this. So load land hold value, I'm going to do that. So here I'm going to say land hold value plus equals time the delta time. Okay, and in here I'm going to set it to 0 again. Okay, perfect. So here I'm just adding this value, and this value is going to go from 0 to 1. That's it. So for that, what I need to do is just say, okay, so land charge dot fill amount is going to be well, in fact, I think I don't need to do a lerp. I think I can just basically do land hold value. But yeah, I do need to Is it the other? Yeah, I think it's the other way around. Oh yeah, yeah, because this is always going to be from 0 to 1. It's going to, yeah. So yeah, if I want a different value for like holding the thing, so for example, let's say I want for the player to be holding for 2 seconds, then this should be, I think it should be delta time divided by, is it correct? Like delta time divided by the actual time, like the duration value? Is that correct? I think it is. Yeah, actually, I think it is. But for now, I don't know. Let's actually just check it. So I'm going to say public float land hold duration. I'm going to set it to 1. So I'm going to say time.delta time divided by land hold duration. So I think this should work actually. So let's check it. And so what this is going to do is basically make it so that land hold value is going to increase until it reaches 1. Now the lerp here is not correct. And yeah, so yeah, I think I maybe like, yeah, I don't know. Let's just check this, how it works. Yeah, perfect. That goes there. Yeah, actually, let's check it right now. Let's see how it works. I think it should be working. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not calling this from anywhere. So so let's go here to, oh yeah, you know what? So I should actually check this. So yeah, there's something I was missing. So here in interact, of course first I need to check if this, so yeah. Yeah, this is the thing I should be checking first. And yeah, I should be doing like the switch here. Yeah, I was correct. I need to be doing the switch here. I'm going to add missing cases and do I actually need to have this variable? I think it's redundant, so I think so maybe interactable doesn't need to have this interaction type. Well, yeah, I guess it should. I'm not sure now actually, because if the checking is going to, like, if we are going to check the input here inside this class, and I'm going to be receiving the actual input from here, then I don't need any like kind of thing defining what kind of interaction input type this interactable has, because I'm not checking in the player. Like in the player I'm just interacting and I'm just sending the information And maybe like so yeah, the question now is, should I be checking here if the interactable is hold, press, or whatever, or should I be doing like the actual logic here? I think the like having this here is much cleaner and shorter. Okay, so maybe just like doing the check here is equivalent to just like removing the interactable class, but I'm not going to remove it for now because I don't know. But I actually think that, let's see here, where am I actually using this? Yeah, whatever. So yeah, maybe I just don't need this at all. So let's just remove this and comment that. Okay. And here, I'm not going to be checking anything because I know that the landable zone needs to check like if the holding is happening or if the player released. It also should be like happening, and also the landing. So yeah, so yeah, now I have another event. Okay, so here what I'm going to say is just this. So if interaction input that interacting, then I'm going to do this. Else if, and I'm going to do this, if interact released. I finished the cheeseburger with ham. That's great. Was it good? Did you make it yourself, or did you like order that? Like, it's so tasty. Yeah, it sounds tasty. You order it. Oh, that's great. That's great. From which place? Is it like a known place like McDonald's or like Burger King? Okay, perfect. So Olander stopped interacting. A random place. Okay. So yeah, sometimes random places are the ones that have like the best things in some cases. So yeah, that sounds really good. Okay, this is good now, I think, because now the landable zone should be sending the message whether it's interacting or if it stopped interacting. Now, I think that since those events like this, I think should be in the actual like interactable class. Yeah, I actually think that this should go in the interactable class because like yeah, you know what, I'm going to move that to here. I'm going to remove this and to say events, and instead of, oh yeah, but I can't, oh yeah, no. Nope. So I do need to have it here, you know what? Because I need to know which landable zone I'm getting the interaction. So yeah, that's pretty like, yeah, I think there's something there that I could be improving in the future, but right now I'm not going to worry about that. It's all good. Oh man, it's so hard to not be thinking about, oh, am I doing this right? Is this the right way to do the thing? Is this the best structure for this kind of system? I'm all the time thinking about that, and my mind goes like crazy trying to figure out like what's the best option, and sometimes I don't need to do that. Like, for example, in this case, I just have this event which is like like doing the thing I need, and that's it. I don't need anything else. So yeah, I'm just going to keep it like this for now, and whenever I start like actually repeating code and stuff like that, then I will start worrying. So yeah. I like those emojis. So land hold input. Now landing system, you have this on lander interacting, and I should have another one called on lander stop interacting. Okay. Okay, so now I should also be checking this. Okay, so I'm going to remove this. Okay, so what should happen here? Well, actually, here I should copy this. Lander stopped interacting. Okay. Okay, perfect. And now I'm going to unsubscribe from that. Perfect. Now, what should I do here? Well, I should go planetary system manager dot planetary system UI dot land hold input true, and then here I should say false. Okay, that's basically what I need. That's basically what I need. So that's pretty good. So here what I'm saying is, if the lander is interacting, so like holding the input, then we're going to run, like to execute this. And then if we are like, if the lander stopped interacting, which means we released the button, then we set it to false here. Okay, that's basically what I need. So I think I should be able to test this right now. However, I'm thinking that whenever I get to, like, whenever this value gets to 1, then I should be running some code. So for example, I should actually run this. So yeah, here, orbiting planet properties. Okay, so yeah, start landing should receive the planet properties. So I would say planet properties, and here I'm going to say planet properties, and here I'm going to say planet properties, finish creating data, and then planetary system properties dot start properties dot save. Now this save thing is just so well, yeah. So what's going to happen is what's going to happen is, instead of like saving planetary system like the start properties, I should be saving the entire universe, I think, at some point. So now what's going to happen here when I start landing is, we, like, at some point I'm going to have like some kind of transition animation where like the starship, like you can see the starship going into the planet, like with a little nice animation and whatever. So that's what's going to happen at some point, but basically it's the thing is like this. We see like some kind of transition. Okay, in this case right now I'm going to do like a fade. I'm going to fade the scene, and that's it. And after the fade, we're going to load a new scene, which is the planet scene. And for the planet scene to actually like have the information of which planet it is, it needs to, like, I need to basically save the what's happening there, okay? And now I have this save system, which is I need to refactor at some point. And yeah, so basically what I'm doing here is just saving the star properties, because before, the thing that contained the actual, like, all of the information was the star. The star properties class was the one that was holding all of the data for, like, which planets there are, which is the current planet we are on, which is the, I don't know, the data for each planet, the data for the star itself. Like, a lot of things were saved in the star, but right now I think in the hierarchy of the structure, like the things that exist in the game, we have the constellation first. The constellation is the first thing, and above that is the universe. So universe, I think I can explain this better. So we have the universe. Universe has the constellation. Constellation has the star. Star has the planet. So you can see that it's a hierarchy, okay? And basically what I'm trying to do is I need to be saving the universe entirely, because universe is going to save, like, the information of the planet, which is saved in the star, and the star is saved in the constellation, and the constellation is saved in universe. So it's all, like, contained in one big thing. It's like a tree structure. Well, it's not a tree structure, it's a kind of. So that's basically what I'm going to do. But here I'm saying star properties.save, which is what I'm doing here. You can see game engine.engine.saved universe.save, and I'm saving the information of the star. But, like, I think I need to be doing this at certain points in the game, because of course there's a lot of things that are going to be stored and saved, and there's a lot of data that's going to be updated. So I'm trying to think right now what would be the best way to basically just store the actual planet information, that, like, the current planet information. This is the way I was doing it before, because of course I was hitting save here for the star properties, and the star properties was basically saving which one was the orbiting planet and the planet we are, whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to think about that right now. And because what's going to happen, I can basically start landing, like start the actual scene change and everything, but, like, whenever the planet scene loads in, it doesn't know which planet I'm on, and it will not know what thing to load. So that's what I'm trying to transfer, okay, that information. So yeah, I'm going to take a little break, and I will be back in a bit. So yeah, be right back. Hey, I'm back. Let's play. So, what do we need? P1. Oh, too late. And I even bugged the game. Well, it was not a bug. P3. Okay, so. Ooh, it was close. Okay. Okay, so. I'm going to go to the normal scene now. So, maybe you already won a game. So, yeah. Okay, let's continue with this. So I was talking about how now we need to basically just load the scene. So if I go to game engine, okay, right here, I think I have on scene init, load scene, start field, then I have load scene, planetary system, and I have load scene, planet, okay? Now, what was I doing before? So I'm just going to open up fork, and I'm going to see the installing update. I'm going to see what I was doing with the by loading the scene. I think okay, scenes manager, game scene, async, transition, delay. Okay, I have no idea. Okay. Okay. So let's see what was the thing I was doing before. Oh yeah, I think I know what I was doing. Oh, I have a lot of changes, so I'm just going to push this. I'm going to say, oh yeah, it's been a long time since my last push, so yeah, this is not really good, but whatever. So interaction, systems, whatever, I'm just going to push that. And now what I'm going to check is the dev branch. Can I diff this? Check out. Fast forward, push, new branch, tracking, delete, rebase, merge. Okay. Can I just see like the differences? Origin, refactoring, checkout, new tag, checkout, cherry pick, revert. So yeah, I think I should just basically change to this scene, to this change set, not change set. That's in plastic. This commit. This is a commit. So let's see. Yeah, let's see what happens here. And here I'm just going to load this again, and this is going to be the same it was before. Before all my changes, you are going to actually see how it was before. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of script that didn't even exist. I'm going to reload this and check this. This is the old planetary system scene, whatever. You can see there's like a terminal where you could select each one of the planets. Like you could select one planet and just go there. But like it wasn't like free navigation. You couldn't like navigate with your starship. The only thing you could do was just open up this terminal and select a planet and go there. And yeah, that was fine, but I really wanted to add gameplay to this part too, so that's why I ended up refactoring everything and changing how it works. But what I need to check here is planetary system. And oh yeah, so actually the configuration of VS Code is like reverted too, because you could see like the font is smaller too. So don't worry, I'm going to just change this in a moment. So you can see there's start landing here. Well, you can maybe see, I don't know, but I'm doing the same thing. But you can see here start landing sequence, and this is like, I have this class called sequence, which is for basically just executing sequences, whatever. But like landing sequence is a class, like I would define a new class for each type of sequence. So start landing, it was a type of sequence, and then it would have its own references variables and its own implementation. And it was basically a switch state, where each one of the cases was a step in the sequence. So yeah, in any case, yeah, I can actually see that I was doing this, so that's all I needed to know. That's it basically. So I can go back now to my current commit. So that's what I'm going to do. Here is whatever. Yeah. So yeah, let's see what happens now. Why do I have a couple changes there? I don't know. I'm just going to remove them. Okay, discard. I want to go here again. What? Did I? No, it didn't change. Let's just remove this again, please, and just check out that branch. Okay. Okay, I'm there, I think, so I should be able to go here. I will reload the scene. Okay. Reload, okay, perfect. Okay, good. So yeah, this is how it looks now. It's a bit different, isn't it? So how is it cooking? Good looking. I think we're pretty much there. So I need to add one line of code actually right now. And yeah, I will be just showing like the actual transition to the planet. So this is the big moment. Well, it's not going to work, like I said, it's not going to work because I'm going to be loading the planet and it's all going to be really bugged, whatever. But yeah, it's here. Instead of saying delay, what I need to do here is remove that. Here I'm going to say 0 delay. And what I need to do is ask if I need the transition. So, well, in this case, I'm just going to bool transition, and I'm going to pass async transition. So transition, and yeah, whatever. So, okay. So what I should do here also is remove, like, stop the player from like being able to interact, to do anything. So so here, Planetary System Manager, start landing. Yeah, I'm going to save this here, whatever, doesn't matter. And then what I'm going to do is game engine.engine, not enum, engine dot toggle. Where is the place where I can, like, astronaut input? Where do I have the actual method where I disable all of the, like, the controls? toggle active. Where am I using this? Game engine. Okay. Okay. Input controller, planet system. Okay. So here I should do astronaut starship.input. I can do that. .isometric .input .toggle active false, so that I cannot do anything else. Okay, I'm disabling the input from the player, and then load scene planet, and I'm going to say transition to true. So the start landing is going to happen, is going to be called from here whenever I finish the whole input. Okay, so yeah, I think that's fine. I'm going to do it here. Well, no, I should create an event, I think so. So I'm going to fire this event. Okay. And this event is going to be listened by the planetary system manager, which should be like down here, I guess, whatever, on enable, on disable, and here I should do planetary system UI dot on land hole completed, on land hole, on start landing. Okay, then I'm going to say void on start landing. Well, you know what? Yeah, instead of doing this, what I should do is the landing system should control this. So instead of subscribing to that here, I will subscribe in the landing system. So here, so yeah. And here, instead of landable zone events, I'm going to subscribe to events. And I'm going to subscribe to this. Okay, so this is the event. Planetary system manager dot whatever. And here is the same thing. I'm going to unsubscribe here. Okay. And on start landing, I'm going to generate this method. Okay. And here I'm going to call it here on start. On astronaut start landing, and here where what I will do here is just say planetary system manager dot start landing, and what I'm going to pass as the thing is the landable zone. Well, so yeah, now the planetary system is basically just only receiving the properties of the planet. So in this case, what should happen is I should be managing which thing you are landing, but right now I'm only going to worry about planets. So yeah, this is fine, but later on I would like to handle which kind of, like, where you're landing in another place. And because if we are landing on a space station, for example, I don't want to load the planet thing because it's not a planet, it's a space station, and it's a different thing. So sorry. So yeah, but for now I'm just going to say planet proper basic planet properties, or no, it's just properties. Planet properties equals so yeah, I should also save landable zones. So what am I using this for? I'm subscribing to the events. Okay, that's perfect. But also, yeah, I think I should save. So yeah, whatever. I'm going to save this here. So whenever you start, like when it is interacting with the landable zone, it's going to save to store the landable zone in that variable, and then I'm going to say interacting landable zone dot get component in parent celestial object planet dot planet. Oh, I cannot get. It's really good. So yeah, I can't get the properties from here, so I should be, yeah, this should be public. Okay, I'm going to be changing all of this in the future, but for now I'm going to do this because it's the fastest way, and that's it. So whenever we get the component and we get the planet properties of the thing we are trying to land into, okay, so yeah, now this is being called, and yeah, I think this should work. Let's actually check. Let's try. So what happens if I hit play? I guess there could be some missing references somewhere. I don't know. For now, I'm just going to go here, and I have the land thing, okay? Now, which one is the interact button? I think it's this one, which I just pressed, but I have, yeah, I have this. Okay, so I have this null reference. So what the hell is happening? Landable zone 50. Okay, this was working, and then landing system 72. Okay. So where did this broke? Planetary system UI 80. Okay, land hole completed. Okay, landing system, planetary system manager. Okay. Okay, so this is the thing that broke. I'm going to comment this for now. Okay. Let's see what happens now. Now the thing is, this didn't work at all, so I don't know why, but the input thing didn't do the thing. So let's see. Okay, I'm here. Okay, Okay. Okay, that was interesting. So yeah. Okay, couple things. So let's set it to true here, but I think I would need to do some kind of fade. So where is the place where I'm doing the actual fade? Scene transition, load scene. Where's the fade? So transition, UI manager. Okay, there's no. Okay. Okay, so where do I have the in the VFX manager? I think it is. Do I have the here like spawn VFX fade? Okay, flash. Okay, so I think this is the thing I need. Okay. So here, what I need is this game engine.engine. The VFX manager.fade. Okay, fade in, true. Duration, that's fine. Wait, whatever. I'm not going to wait anything. But like I don't have any callback after the fade, so I think I should add that. So I'm going to add. Should I add a callback here? I think it's the faster thing to do. Yeah, I'm just going to add. So I'm going to say system.action callback equals null. Okay. And then set on complete callback. So whenever this finishes fading, I'm going to call back. I'm going to do this. Okay, I think I need to do this. Can I do this? Yeah, that's perfect. So, okay, so this should work. Okay. Okay, this should work. It's going to fade. I'm going to say duration 1 second. Okay, and then also what's happening here is the hold. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with this, because like let hold duration is 1. So let's see what happens if I increase that, because it looked like it was. Oh yeah, I'm so stupid, man. I'm calling the event all the time. So instead of checking if this reached 1, I'm so stupid. If this reaches 1, I'm just going to say land hold value equals 0. And then I'm going to invoke, because before I was invoking the thing like all the time. So yeah, I'm going to close a lot of things here, VFX manager, whatever. And I think instead of 1 second, I'm going to set it to, I don't know, 1.5 maybe. So let's go here into UI, and you have this land hold duration. I'm going to set it to 1.5. Okay. And let's see what happens. Now I should basically just hold the thing. Okay. Let's go to whatever planet. Okay. I'm going to this one. And when I start pressing, we should see here the progress. So Okay, that's perfect. You can see that it's loading. Whenever I press and hold, this starts loading. Okay, that's amazing. That's what I wanted. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. I could add like some more feedback or whatever, like, or sound. We don't have any sounds at all here yet, but this is the moment where we just hold this, and now you can see, okay, so yeah, I can see what happened there. So okay, so here what I should do is reset everything. And what I'm going to do is say, I'm going to create a new function. So I'm going to reset everything whenever I toggle. Yeah, so because I think whenever I was toggling this to false, if any of this was set to true, so for example, interacting was set to true because I was holding, what would happen is this would be turned off, but the actual interacting variable was still true. So it was still doing the whole thing. So that could bug everything. So now it should be fixed actually. And with this, I think we have the actual like landing thing ready. Of course, it's not the best implementation ever, but it's pretty good for now. So imagine we go here and I want to land here. So I just start holding and then I start the fade and we should be loading the scene at some point. Oh yeah, so the scene was loaded. But what I need to do is just fade out. So here I have this initialize total follow entity planet system init. Well, weight 0.4. This should be happening also, but why is it not? Oh, it's because it's trying to load data, but it's not able to load any data because it's, of course, it's broken. So it's not going to fade anything because the load data is broken. But let's comment that for a moment and let's see. Well, let's comment all of this for now. And now we should get like the actual transition working. So it should fade out, okay, and then fade in into the planet. So let's test this again. And with that, we are going to have a finished stream. So it's pretty good. Of course, there's a lot of things that are like missing and that we need to still like work on. But for now, okay, let's land in this planet. Okay, landing, start the landing, and then, okay, we have another. Yeah, it's not going to work because I think there's some like, yeah, planet system, yeah, whatever, everything is broken. So, but the actual planet scene is loading. That's what I wanted. Everything is going to be broken because there's like missing references and stuff that's null and nothing is loading properly, and yeah. But we actually have now the interactions between the entities and the planets and the landable zones and all of that. Now, the actual communication between the scripts and stuff like that is going to be improved in the future. Right now is not the best. but I'm going to be improving that in the future, like I said, and that's pretty good. So yeah, for now, I think we have made a really good amount of progress. So show landing input, hold input, it's done, and after holding, start landing sequence. That's also ready and working. Okay, so we basically can say we completed this task. Okay, so yeah, perfect. Now what do we need? Okay, so for next stream, what we need is basically this. So so for this, we need, for load planet scene, we're going to need finish creating planet data, save that data, well, okay, that's one thing, and then check what check what's broken in planet scene when we load in. Okay. Okay, that's basically what we need to do in the next stream. Okay, that's amazing. So yeah, that's gonna be the stream for today. Okay, thank you very much everyone for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for everything. Okay, thank you for following. Thank you for the subscriptions. If you don't follow me on Twitch, or if you're not subscribed to YouTube, be sure to do either of those. YouTube is really good because there you can watch the previous streams. You can watch pretty much every stream there. Okay, which is pretty good because on Twitch they get deleted after 30 days, but on YouTube they get saved forever. So that's the idea for documenting the whole process of me developing this game. Okay, that's the idea. So be sure to subscribe there, and also, as always, be sure to join the Discord. Okay, if you want to get notified when I go live, just consider joining the Discord, because there's like that's the best way to know when I'm live. I always send a message there tagging everyone so that everyone knows this exact moment that I'm live, and you don't have to rely in the notification bell and stuff like that. That doesn't always work. And you know what, also in the Discord you can share your stuff. You can share some art, you can share games, you can share whatever you want to share, and you can also get feedback from me or from whatever people in the community. Okay, so that's amazing. So yeah, consider joining the Discord, and that's gonna be it for me today. Okay, thank you very much everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. Okay, bye bye.